sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. Overjoyed, I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. At their own 31-yard line. Williams going to throw. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Third and long. Here's Williams. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And If they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Cowboys.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one will be from 37 yards out. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 30. So a big one there to start the drive. 42 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Tory Taylor now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Milton from the gun here on third down. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Okay, quick. Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
From the gun, here's Milton. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down. The Bears 27-yard line.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5.
Go. Back to 60. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Getting out of the gun is Milton. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a scoreless game.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
44-yard line.
Give up the middle with Swift. There goes Swift, 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go again with Swift. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6.
Slam left. Slam left.
To throw is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Third and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 1.
Second and a yard. To the air, it's Milton. That's complete to Blue. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Cowboy
Throwing is Milton. Pushed out to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down. Man in motion, heading left. On first down, here's Milton. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield. Deep pass, incomplete. You've got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays. I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they force the incomplete.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
To the air once more is Milton. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Looking across the field. He's going to find more. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to have the 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. As a second charge timeout to Chicago, they get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. Williams to the air once more. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. For Burden, that is his 1st touchdown in the NFL.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw and still result in a big game.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Has has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bears 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
They're on 21-yard line.
Running with it. I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Kick it. Here we go. We got it. Come to the
They'll start on the ground with Swift. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
17-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers,
That one intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll stick with him again. Yeah. He gets free inside the 30. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Bears take over first down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, volunteer.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A play fake. Now Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Williams. Moving to his right. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Milton to the air on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
First down.
Milton down to throw on 1st and 10. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
In motion, Lamb. Throw once more. Here's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
19 sight, 19.
From the gun, here's Milton. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think...
Now, how about this? It's a fake, and that's going to be incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one, and the failure to connect on the fake punt is going to lead to a turnover on down. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A throw downfield caught by Burden. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
32-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing again. Williams under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Maris Leofau. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big time.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
Let's go now. Not 6, pack to 60, pack to 60.
In motion, Lamb. Complete left side to Pickens. Still going. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Whoa! Down inside the 10, and he will score! C.D. Lamb, touchdown Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
70 range,
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hold it ready. 79 Broncos. Come on. 19 Tiger. Drop 50.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. There's that man again. Another catch. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the 4th quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get.
And he will score again. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Swift. And this not going to work at all. He'll dive, get what he can. We're going to lose yardage on this play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Throwing on second down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. That is Ferguson in motion. Throwing on second down is Milton. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air on third down. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's not enough. You say it, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Here's Williams on first and 10. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 43, here's second down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Hot downfield by Odunze. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
The try to throw again. Here's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Vegas! Blue!
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down. Get out of the gun is Milton. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, I think the two of us kind of looked at each other up here in the booth, Mike, like I'm a little surprised they're still throwing the ball at this stage of the game with the lead, but when you've had as much success through the air that they've had today, I don't think I could blame them for trying to pad the stats a little.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Ready to go! Watch out! LeBron, son! Alone! Yes!
To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Bears. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Vegas! Here we go. We got Biggie Crosby. Ahead.
A play fake. Now Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
on third down. It's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for two.
The Bears.
Williams to the air once more. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Ready, cut! Cut 19! Cut 19! Stephanie! Press up, 18, level, 18, tight, 19 tight.
On first down, here's Milton. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
18, here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60, 19, 18.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start.
Broncos, go!
From the gun, here's Milton. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the guy.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Gervon Dexter in there to drop him. That's a huge loss on first and goal. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. Across midfield, shot out of the cannon. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. It fought to the end, but still will come up short. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that so for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah, huh?